Hey guys, welcome back to North Park Public Library. I'm hanging out in our young adult section today because today's Read This Book Talk is focused on our YA and adult readers. This is the second book talk of October. If you didn't catch the first one, it's in the stories on Instagram. And our theme is Autumn Adventures. Now, all three books that I'm going to be sharing with you today are perfect for YA and adults. Two are spooky and creepy, and one is a culinary adventure. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. The first two books I have to share with you are by one of my favorite authors. I always read them around this time of year, but I have to warn you, they're a little creepy, a lot spooky, and I wouldn't say they're super gentle books. Now, you may have seen the movie of one of them because it is Coraline by Neil Gaiman. The second one I have for you is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. Now, these are the graphic novel versions, which I enjoy, but I encourage you also to read the regular book versions if you would like. Let's talk about Coraline first. So Coraline, here she is on the front, and her family just moved to a new house, and she's kind of bored. She's kind of not happy about it. She meets some weird neighbors, and then do you know what happens? Have you seen the movie? Yeah, she finds a passageway in her house to another world that seems to be kind of like a mirror of her own, but she thinks at first that it's better. She meets her other mother, her other father, other friends. They're just kind of like copies, except she thinks, like I said, they're better. But then it gets darker, and let me show you a picture here of when it starts to get darker. We see other mother right here. She's tapping one of those button eyes. And if you've seen the movie, you know what's going to happen. She's going to offer to sew Coraline some button eyes so she can never leave. So I will leave it there. You guys can check it out and see what happens if you don't already know. Does she get the button eyes? Does she get to go back home? I don't know. Find out. Now, The Graveyard Book focuses on a boy called Nobody Owens. Now, his family is unfortunately murdered at the beginning of the book, and he, as a baby, is raised by ghosts in a graveyard. Yeah, he lives in a graveyard with a bunch of ghosts. Creepy? Yes, but I think it's also pretty fun. Now, as Nobody, he's called Bod, grows up, he starts to wonder about, what's outside of that graveyard. Who killed his parents? What is really going on out there in the world? But you know what? He's not supposed to leave the graveyard. The ghosts can't, and they want him to stay there with them, so he's safe from his parents' murderer. But I think you and I both know that that might not be what happens. So, won't tell you anymore. This is The Graveyard Book. By the way, there are two of these. It is a 2-book graphic novel series. This is the second one, but we do have both. And this is Coraline, both by Neil Gaiman, both available for a curbside pickup. Now, for the third book I have for you today, I am actually going to take you on a little field trip to my kitchen. So I will see you guys over there. Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen for our very last book of October for my adults. This is the Pumpkin Spice Cookbook, which is why we're hanging out in my kitchen. I thought it'd be fun. Anyway, this is by Stephanie Peterson, and it's a good little cookbook. I've done several of the recipes, and there are so many awesome ones. Look how yummy that looks. That's an apple tart, but there are also main courses and breakfast, all kinds of awesome stuff in this book. The very end, there are even twists on the pumpkin pie spice blend that you might like to try. Now, if you don't like pumpkin, don't be afraid to check it out because not every recipe in here has pumpkin in it, all right? Okay, check it out, try some recipes, and I will see you guys in November for our next set of book talks that are going to be about kindness. All right, bye.